Hey, so I hope you can hear me above this wind, but I was out here walking in the cemetery. My dog, oh, okay, there she is. Anyway, so saw this beautiful lake over here, and I was like, man, that'd be crazy if we saw like a Gyarados or something poke its head up out of that. So I figured, why not just make that happen? But, as you can see, that is a lot of branches in the way. That's not going to make for a very good picture, so we're going to have to get a little closer. Clover, look at her go! Come over here. She's like, oh, hey, Dad. Hey, what's up, baby? Let's go to the lake. Here we go. A little opening here. And just for safety precautions, I want to fasten you up, right? Ooh. There. Oh no! I'm just gonna pick her up. I don't want her to get ticks or anything. The grass over here is a little taller. Oh wow. So yeah, that is a much better view. And perfect time to take a picture, then we'll get to drawing later. So I've got the picture taken, and it's a pretty nice looking picture, but I want to go in and edit a little bit, just adjust some of the lighting and the saturation and the contrast, make that a little bit better. You can see a little bit of this sun glare here, or this lens flare or whatever, and that looks really nice. However, I'm getting rid of it because I think it'll look more like a mistake more than anything afterwards. So as you can kind of see here, it does pop a bit more when compared to the original picture. So after we've got that, it's time to go ahead and just start sketching. So I'm actually not that used to drawing Gyarados, so I really wasn't sure how this was going to turn out. I kind of wanted to draw him with his mouth closed at first, like looking up at the sun, but man, Gyarados with the mouth closed looks really strange. So I'm just going with his mouth being open, and he's not super enraged. He's just having a nice peaceful day. Like, this Gyarados is not super mad. It's a rare moment in his life and he's enjoying it, but he's just going to kind of be basking in the sun. So that's kind of the idea I'm going with here. Gotta make sure to give him his whiskers, and now I'm going to try to make sure he's sized right to where he kind of fits with the background okay, like he's a believable size. Now this isn't a very big lake, so if this Gyarados was in this lake, I don't think he'd honestly be very comfortable, but we're just going to pretend like it's super deep or something. So he spends most of his time underwater. And I figured, why not add a couple other Pokemon around him just to kind of make the whole area feel a bit more alive. So I drew the Psyduck, I drew a Squirtle chilling in the water here, I drew a little Diglett just watching everything, he's just kind of observing, and then I wanted to draw a bird Pokemon, so I figured a Noctowl would be a good choice. We got a lot of owls over here, we actually got a lot of birds, but I don't know, I just thought Noctowl would look nice. Even though it is broad daylight and he's an owl and he's nocturnal, but whatever, we're just going to ignore that. So, I'm just going to go ahead and do the lines here, kind of clean up the sketches a little bit, make it a bit more neat and pretty. For the area where he's like in the water, I'm using white to kind of make it look like a little bit of waves on the surface. It's not going to look super realistic, but hopefully it looks all right. I really wanted to include a Squirtle because, man, I don't know, Squirtle's classic. Okay, so this looks pretty good. Now time to color it in. I wanted to try to get close to their actual colors, but since it's a really bright day out, I wanted to try to capture that. Now that I've got it all colored in and everything, it's all looking fine as far as I can tell. Now it's time to go in there and start shading. I want to do some hard shading first. All I'm basically doing is using the same brush I did for the outlines. However, I'm doing it on a separate layer with half the opacity, so it just looks more like a shadow. And then after I'm done with the hard shading, I'll go in and do some soft shading with an airbrush. And finally, for some finishing touches, I'm going to get this brush here and just, instead of using a color, I want to use it as an eraser and just make it look like Psyduck and this Diglett are standing in the grass, so they don't look like they're on top of the picture, they look like they're a part of the picture. Yep, that looks pretty good. Add some shadows. Alright, sign it and call it a day. Well, I definitely appreciate you checking this out. I know this isn't an animation, and this isn't a review on the series like I said I was going to do, but I'm still working on that. It's going to be a long video, but I just had this random video idea, and I thought I'd shoot it, and yeah, hopefully you like it, but if you don't, that's okay. If you did like it, please give it a like, leave a comment, and feel free to subscribe. Thank you so much for all the subscribers I have so far. Last I checked, I'm at 424 subscribers, I believe, so that's pretty great. Like, that's awesome. Again, my goal for the end of the year is now 1,000. It was originally 200, and then it turned into 300, and so I'm just making it 1,000 because I keep hitting those other goals. So this is like incredibly fun for me. So I'm glad that there are some people out there who enjoy watching my dumb little videos. Alright, well, I guess that's gonna be it for now. Feel free to check out some of my other videos. I have some more drawing stuff over here, as well as some story time videos. There's lots of turtles around where I live, which is another reason why I wanted to include Squirtle. So if you want to watch a video about me talking about turtles, there's that as well. And then I got tons of other animations and other Pokemon related content. Just feel free to check out. I'm going to quit rambling now. You guys have a good one, and clean your microwave. It's over. Bye.